What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to show you a method I've come up with to visualize what a slab of wood would look like as an epoxy rivet table using nothing but my iPhone. Now the first thing we're going to need is a good front-on picture of the piece of wood you're thinking of using for this. Once you've got that saved, you want to open up the edit tab and then mark up. Then go into add shape, and I'm going to use this arrow here, the long straight arrow, and I'm just going to draw that onto my piece roughly where I think that piece would be cut in half to make both sides of my table. And I think this one's just do a little bit of fine tuning, and I'm just going to get that arrow just so it overshoots the end there, so we don't see the little pointy bit when we come to mark this up and make it into the table. So once you've done that, you can save that and then head over to the App Store and download an app called Adobe Express. This is what we're going to use to edit the picture and make it look like a rivet table. Now you've got that downloaded and installed, the next thing we're going to do is crop out the piece of wood from our picture. Now if you're on iPhone, it's really easy. You can just hold it and it will automatically crop it, and you can just copy and paste it then. So you want to start a new project over in Adobe Express. Pick what aspect ratio you want. I've just gone for portrait on this. And then now we're in here. Like I said, I'm just going to paste that cropped image in. And now you might be able to see why I put that saw line on there. What I'm going to do next is use the crop feature, and I'm going to rotate the piece so it lines up with the vertical edge of that box, and then I'm going to crop it down so it looks like the piece has been cut in half. It's a little bit fiddly to do these fine adjustments just with your fat thumbs like me on your phone, but it works. And I'm sure there's better software out there, probably easier to do on a PC, but for just having this in the palm of your hand on your phone, I think this is a really good simple way of doing this for, a basic look at what you've got. So now we've got that first one in and lined up. We're going to do exactly the same thing. I've just pasted the image in again. I'm going to line this one up on the other side and then crop out that half of it. And now we've got our two sides of our rivet table nicely cropped down. So here, the next thing we're going to do, I'm just going to scale this up to the size of the, the canvas, just to give you a full effect and, line everything up as if it was a nice rectangle tabletop. Again, this isn't an accurate way of doing it. Obviously, scale is going to be slightly different between the two pieces, etc., etc. But for the purposes of just getting a visual idea, I think this is a pretty good, simple, easy method to do. So once you've got your pieces scaled and positioned where you want them, the next thing you want to do is head down to the background color. And from there, you can go through a range of the preset colors to see what might work well resin color wise with your wood. Or, there's fully customizable. If you go over there, you can see you've got a slider to go through the whole color range, and then the whole, all the shades. You can get any color you want as the background. You really are spoiled for choice. There's also an option to grade the color or two colors together, so you can use this option here to select each color, and then the sliders. It's the possibilities are endless. And if you go back to the first page at the bottom there, you can see there's already preset gradients, so you can play around with them and see what sort of shades work well together with your wood. But I think this piece, personally, I like that's a nice color. The smoky one's a nice color, but just black for now. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it helps you guys out when it comes to selecting bits of wood for resin tables. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.